When I was 8, I discovered that I could put my thoughts and emotions and feelings into music at the piano. It's a really important thing to be able to do, to communicate with people through music. It was my dream to be a composer and a pianist. Doors just kept opening and one thing led to another, and now I've got won a Best Piano Album internationally, so it's been a wonderful journey. I wish I'd done it when I was younger, but sometimes life experience actually makes you a better writer because you have more experience, more depth to draw on for subject matter for your music. It's a very important thing to do things in the right time. The genre of music that I fit into is contemporary, classical, instrumental, I guess. I'm really the classical end of New Age. I like to write romantic music that with orchestration, and I've been very lucky because my first album charted at #1 on the New Age radio charts, international charts, and my second album actually won the Best Piano Album in the NAR Lifestyle Music Awards. Collaboration is such a wonderful thing because you always bring different creativity to the table, and it's always a very exciting thing to do. And I've co-written some of the orchestration for my tracks, and I've had some wonderful musicians work on my album, some of the best musicians in Australia, and that's a really exciting thing, to work with other fantastic people. What inspires me is I have to be able to see beauty in a subject matter, and when I say beauty, it can often be sadness as well, because I have to be able to write about thoughts, images and emotions. I'm a conceptual writer, so I have to put something into music, and that's really important for me, to have subject matter to write about. Recently I actually went to Antarctica, and I sat in the middle of a colony of 22,000 penguins at -30 degrees on a rock for half an hour, and then I came back and I wrote Dance of the Penguins. You know, it made the finals of the Music Oz Awards, and so it was definitely worth it. Often people will say, I can hear the waterfall, or I can hear the wind. I like to think that I take the audience with me on a journey, that I go to the place that the piece of music has come from, and that people get to sort of share and feel that emotional journey. Hopefully it's very relaxing. I often find people will come up to me afterwards and tell me which piece of music they cried to, or people seem to be able to come on the journey with me. think we live in a world that's a little bit void of emotions and feelings, and it's a lovely thing to be able to communicate to people in that way, because it's your heart and soul that you're putting into it. The 5-year plan, you know, I just want to keep writing music. If people buy the music, that gives me permission to write more music, and that's all I want to do is write more music. I like to think that I'm making a contribution to road rage. You know, everyone needs a copy of one of my albums in their car because it's peaceful and it's calming. I would love to write for film or television because I can see a story and put it into music. And so because I like to write about concepts and places and things that are happening. People can find my music on my website, which is fionajoyhawkins.com. They can find it in Australia in ABC shops, most record stores. In the US, Borders, Barnes & Noble, cdbaby.com. When people buy an album, they pretty much always come back and buy the other album. So that's great. And I always say to people, which one do you like best? And it's 50-50.